Hello students, I hope all of you are doing very well. Welcome to my YouTube channel Pratik Singh Classes. In today's video we are going to start chapter 5 and this is the second video for chapter 5 and also 22nd video for CBSE Standard 10 Science. Okay, the first 20 videos were for unit 1, 2, 3 and 4. Then the 21st video, that previous video was for chapter 5 where we have studied about how elements are classified among groups and periods. Okay, how different scientists have contributed, okay, in the arrangement of groups whatever known at that time. Okay, like the Vernier we have seen, then Newland's law we have seen. Okay, then till that we have seen. Okay, then a lot of things like Mendeleev's periodic table we have seen. Okay, how Mendeleev has arranged the periodic table. Okay, or how he has arranged the elements known at that time we have seen. Okay, in today's video we will start from this section, that is section 5.2.1, that is achievements of Mendeleev's periodic table. But before I start our today's video, let me request you all once again that please subscribe our channel Pratik Singh Classes and like it, hit the bell icon so that whenever I will upload a new video you will get its instant notification. And also if you have any doubt or query related to this video, related to the topics which we cover, okay, you can ask the question in the comment section of this video, and in coming videos I will try to solve out all your doubts and questions. Okay, so starting from section 5.2.1, that is achievements of Mendeleev's periodic table. Okay, so let us start section 5.2.1, that is achievements of Mendeleev's periodic table. While developing the periodic table, there were a few instances where Mendeleev had to place an element with a slightly greater atomic mass before an element with a slightly lower atomic mass. Okay, so in our previous video we have seen that at the time when Mendeleev was arranging the elements in periodic table, okay, only 63 elements were known. Okay, and he also tried to arrange the elements based on its oxides and hydrides. Okay, so what he has got is he has arranged the elements according to the increasing order of its atomic mass. Okay, the sequence was inverted so that elements with similar properties could be grouped together. Okay, for example, cobalt, whose atomic mass is 58.9 U, appeared before nickel, which atomic mass 58.7. Okay, once again, cobalt, whose atomic mass, okay, is that of more than nickel, appeared before nickel. Okay, so this has given some disadvantage. Okay, so if you see table 5.4, you can see, you can find out more such anomaly, that there are some metals, sorry, there are some elements which were kept, okay, before those metals whose atomic masses were lesser than it. Okay, means first they have started arranging, Mendeleev has started arranging the elements based on its atomic mass in increasing order, but in that order there were some elements which have come earlier than those elements whose masses are lesser than them. Okay, further Mendeleev left some gaps in his periodic table, okay, because he didn't know that whether other elements do exist or not, or maybe in future there will be some advancement in the science and technology and some people will find out some new elements and they can be placed in the gaps. Instead of looking upon these gaps as defects, Mendeleev boldly predicted the existence of some elements that had not been discovered at that time. Okay, so at that time, okay, in year 1817, okay, he said that there may be some elements which are not known now, okay, and may be known in the future. That's why he has given a bold instance, a bold imagination. Okay, fine. Mendeleev named them by prefixing a Sanskrit name, numeral eka or 1, to the name of preceding element in the same group. For instance, scandium, gallium and germanium discovered later have properties similar to eka boron, eka aluminium, eka silicon respectively, and the properties of AK aluminum predicted by Mendeleev and those of the elements gallium, which was discovered later and replaced AK aluminum, are listed as follows. So as you can see here, okay, that with the advancement and research, okay, new elements were found out and they were named like AK. Okay, so as given here, for AK aluminum atomic mass 68, okay, like gallium, okay, whose atomic mass was 69.7, for mole of oxide E2O3, okay, like gallium oxide Ga2O3, and likewise for chloride also. This provided convincing evidence for both the correctness and usefulness of Mendeleev periodic table. Okay, so because of this, because of the gap left by Mendeleev in the periodic table, okay, it was found out that he has used this formula very correctly. Further, it was the extraordinary success of Mendeleev's prediction that led chemists not only to accept his periodic table but also recognize him as the originator of the concept on which it is based, and that is the atomic mass. Okay, noble gases like helium, neon, and argon have been mentioned in many a context before this. Okay, these gases were discovered very late because they are very inert and present in extremely low concentrations in our atmosphere. Okay, and because Mendeleev has had left some vacant places in his table, okay, they were also situated, they can also be placed in his table, and so scientists found his work to be remarkable. One of the strengths of Mendeleev's periodic table was that when these gases were discovered, they could be placed in a new group without disturbing the existing order. So the way, sorry, the way Mendeleev has had made his table, okay, it was found out that the new elements, okay, which were found later, okay, after his era, okay, they can be arranged in the periodic table without disturbing the arrangements, without changing the arrangement of the elements, because he has left some gaps for the new elements. Okay, so that was the remarkable achievement of Mendeleev, okay, in the world of chemistry. Okay, now let us see section 5.2.2, that is, what are the limitations of Mendeleev's classifications? Okay, where has his theory failed? Electronic configurations of hydrogen resembles that of alkali metals. Like alkali metals, hydrogen combines with halogens, oxygen, and sulfur to form compounds having similar formulae as shown in these examples. So as you can see here, the compounds of hydrogen HCl, H2O, H2S, and that of sodium NaCl, Na2O, Na2S. That means the property of hydrogen and that of sodium resembles each other. Okay, means the property of hydrogen may be similar to that of sodium. On the other hand, just like halogens, hydrogen also exists as diatomic molecules, and it combines with metals and non-metals to form covalent compounds, where Mendeleev was not able to find out the reason about this. Okay, now activity 5.1, looking at its resemblance to alkali metals and halogen family, try to assign hydrogen a correct position in Mendeleev periodic table. Okay, so where will you put hydrogen in the Mendeleev periodic table? Okay, it will not come to the first position. To which group and period should hydrogen be assigned? Okay, so this was a great confusion on Mendeleev periodic table. Certainly, no fixed position can be given to hydrogen in the periodic table, whether it should be given in the first group or seventh group. Okay, this was the first limitation of Mendeleev periodic table, or you can say that this is also the drawback of Mendeleev's periodic table. He could not assign a correct position for hydrogen, okay, in his table. That means he can't find out where the hydrogen can be shifted, okay, or can be put in the periodic table. Isotopes were discovered long after Mendeleev had proposed his periodic classification of elements. Okay, so when isotopes were found out, means elements having same atomic number but different masses. Okay, so it may have happened that two or more than two elements, because of they are different in nature but same their mass, they can be put in the same position. Okay, let us recall this isotope of an element have similar chemical properties but different atomic masses. Okay, so in that situation, whether they can be put in same position or at different position. Okay, coming to activity 5.2, Consider the isotope of chlorine, that is Cl35 and Cl37. Would you place them in different slots because of their atomic masses are different? Okay, because both of them are isotopes of chlorine, both of them are chlorine. So can you put them in same place or at different place because their masses are different, and the Mendeleev's periodic table was based on the atomic mass? Okay, or would you place them in the same position because of their chemical properties are same? Okay, so this is the drawback of Mendeleev's periodic table. Thus isotopes of all elements placed a challenge to Mendeleev's periodic law, okay, that the elements are arranged according to their atomic mass. All right. Another problem was the atomic masses do not increase in regular manner in going from one element to the next. Okay, so it was not possible to predict how many electrons could be discovered between two elements, especially when we consider the heavier elements. Okay, so as we go from one element to the other element in increasing order, we don't know how many subatomic particles have been added because the atomic mass increment was not in a proper order. Okay, now coming to section 5.3, that is making order out of chaos, the modern periodic table or the periodic table which we see today. In 1913, Henry Moseley showed that the atomic number of an element is more fundamental property than its atomic mass as described below. Okay, so Mendeleev has given the concept of arrangement of elements based on its atomic mass, but Moseley found out that if we use atomic number instead of atomic mass, it could be more relevant. According to Mendeleev's periodic law, okay, was modified and Mendeleev's periodic law was modified, and then atomic number was adopted as the basic of modern periodic table, and modern periodic law can be stated as follow as given here. Okay. Properties of elements are a periodic function of their atomic number. Okay, that means as we increase the atomic number, we can arrange the elements. Okay, let us see what is the significance of this law. Let us recall that the atomic number gives us the number of protons in the nucleus of an atom, and this number increases by 1 in going from one element to the next. Means as we go from one element to the next element, okay, we can see that the number of proton increases by 1 in the nucleus. Okay, so this gives a relevant use, okay, a relevant method to classify the elements. Okay, elements when arranged in order of increasing atomic number, okay, atomic number is represented by capital Z, led us to the classification known as the modern periodic table as given in table 5.c. we will see later. Okay, and this is the most significant property of periodic table, okay, of arrangement of periodic table or arrangement of atoms, electrons, arrangement of elements. Okay, prediction of properties of elements could be made with more precision when elements were arranged on the basis of increasing atomic number. Once again, prediction of properties of elements could be made with more precision when elements were arranged on the basis of increasing atomic number. Means if we increase or if we arrange the electrons, if we arrange the atoms or elements in increasing atomic number, okay, we can predict out what may be the variance in their properties or what may be the properties of the elements if they are grouped together. Okay, coming to activity 5.3, how were the positions of cobalt and nickel dissolved in Mendeleev periodic table? Okay, earlier we have seen that they were placed at same position, but now in the modern periodic table they were separated because the number of nucleons or the number of the protons in the nucleus were varying, and so we have given them different place in the modern periodic table. How were the position of isotopes of various elements decided in modern periodic table? Okay, the positions of isotopes of various elements have been given same position because there happens change in the number of electrons but not in the number of protons. Is it possible to have an element with atomic number 1.5? No, because we cannot have half proton or half electron or half neutron placed between hydrogen and helium. No. Where do you think should hydrogen be placed in modern periodic table? It should be placed at the position where it is now, that is, okay, group 1 and period 1. So this is the modern periodic table. As you can see here, hydrogen, then helium. Okay, I can't tilt my laptop. Okay, so in the book you can see how they are being given, and also color chart is given. So based on the color you can find out what are metals, what are metalloids, and what are non-metals. Okay, so these are the things which gives huge emphasis on our current study of chemistry. Okay, as we can see, the modern periodic table takes care of three limitations on Mendeleev's periodic table. Okay, the anomalous position of hydrogen can be discussed after we see what are the basis on which the position of element on the modern periodic table depends. Okay, so this is a small class about periodic table. Okay, the next topic is section 5.3.1, that is position of elements in modern periodic table, and this needs to be explained in a special class. Okay, so this section will be discussed in the next video. Okay, and I hope you have enjoyed today's video. In next video it is going to be very interesting, and a lot of new things will be coming in the next video which are correlated to the previous classes. Okay, if you have forgotten, not a problem, we will see once again. Alright, so once again I request you all to please subscribe my channel Pratik Singh Classes and hit the bell icon, like it, share it, and till next video, take care of yourself. Bye bye.